A great story today coming out of the American Prospect. The story is called How Amazon Controls Virtually Everything You Watch. And it's about how Amazon has a monopoly on the back end of entertainment content. They also have near monopolistic power in the distribution of content. And it posits that they collude to mash those two things together to leverage other players in the industry to gain an unduly fair advantage. So I'm going to read you a couple excerpts. Let's go. AWS is the back-end provider for Netflix, Disney+, Hulu, Paramount+, Peacock, HBO Max, Disney+, and of course Amazon Prime. Those are the top 6 streaming services in the US by subscribers. Now this point directly refutes the argument that many make that because there are a lot of streaming services, there's not a monopoly in the video streaming industry. Here's what it means. If you're watching a film piece of content, of entertainment on any screen, at a theater, at home, on your phone, or a television, the odds are that the back end that's running that is Amazon Web Service. If you've never heard of Amazon Web Service, it's a cloud service utility that roughly a third of the internet is run on. So roughly a third of everything that happens on the internet is facilitated directly by Amazon servers. So Amazon holds 2 distribution bottlenecks on top of the back end, which is the web server bottleneck. They have TV networks and movie studios. First of all, Amazon Web Service is the primary back-end provider of delivery of media onto people's screens. Second, Prime Video and Fire TV are supplementary distributors of that media, and any network or service wanting to maximize its audience needs to get onto those channels. They're in a real bind because Amazon both owns the back end and the distribution method. And it's no accident then that there's a problem that arises when entertainment companies negotiate to get what is called carriage on Amazon and its associated products like Fire TV. Basically, they have to bargain with Amazon to be able to put their content onto Amazon devices. The process can take a long time. It took Disney Plus months to get on Fire TV, and it had to agree to reserve a large chunk of ad space for Amazon in order to do so. But that's not the only bargaining chip that Amazon holds in these negotiations. Take the HBO Max Amazon negotiations. 6 months passed before Warner Media Service broke through last November with carriage on Fire TV. But the cost of carriage was that Warner Media had to extend its existing AWS contract. So you see how they use one point of leverage and combine it with the second point of leverage to extract as much as they can from these entertainment companies. While it all appears on the surface that there are these multiple services that are competing for your money. That Amazon competes in this arena with streaming service companies deepens the intrigue. It seems that there's a plausible parallel between Amazon running its retail marketplace and selling its own products on it, and Amazon being the TV distribution network and also distributing its own TV. Of course, we've seen a lot of controversy about Amazon selling really greatly reduced price goods and using the back-end knowledge that they have as the distributor to kill all competition in the physical goods marketplace. But in this case, the goal isn't necessary to maximize sales of Amazon-branded products by leveraging data analytics and killing everybody else in the marketplace. They don't need to do that. Amazon doesn't even separately charge for its Prime Video service. It's bundled into the cost of a Prime subscription. So they're not trying to use Amazon Prime Video to beat Disney Plus or Netflix to death. Instead, the goal is to take a cut of every transaction involving video. Amazon Web Service gets a fee for serving film and TV content in the cloud. Fire TV gets fees, including advertising space for hosting streaming services. Prime Video channels get a large portion of subscription fees for streaming services, and all of this plays together, making it impossible to run a streaming service or a movie company without paying Amazon. This is textbook anti-competitive behavior. For what it's worth, tying one product to another can be illegal in antitrust laws. And the author ends by talking about how political cartoons in the Progressive era, when antitrust laws were first written, often depicted large companies as a giant octopus with different tentacles constricting rivals. Amazon controls the back-end delivery of filmed entertainment, runs key distribution channels for it, runs a streaming video network, already has a movie studio, and is now trying to buy another. The octopus imagery is apt. Now regulators can find out if it's also illegal.